Good morning and happy Monday. In my post from last week, one of the things I talked about was the need to set a big goal. Now, when I talked about setting big goals, I was speaking primarily to people who feel stuck, people who are feeling like they just aren't going where they want to go and that something is missing in their lives. But the truth is, big goals are not just for people who feel stuck. They're for everybody, because everybody wants more of something. Now, that something may vary from person to person. It could be money, it could be love, it could be whatever it could be, but it could be more of something. We all want more of something, right? Now, in talking about this, setting a big goal is very, very important. Well, today let's talk about wanting more money. I realize that not everybody wants more money, but many people do. A greater income to improve your financial standing, to eliminate financial stresses. Okay? Now, whether you are an entrepreneur or a sales professional or an employee or whatever you may be, you'd like to earn more money. Now, setting a big goal is important because you want to have something to shoot at. You want to have a target. So set that goal to be something really big. In fact, let's take your current income, whatever your current income may be, multiply it by 10. And start there. Now you can certainly go bigger than that, but start there by multiplying by 10. And then start to think about what it would be like to live that kind of life, to actually have that type of income. That is a big goal. That's the kind of goal, as I talked about last week, that could probably scare you. How am I going to do that? There's no way I can do that. And those kind of thoughts are exactly what I'm talking about today. Expect resistance. When you start to set a big goal, the idea is so big that it actually scares you. And as soon as you set the goal and start to think about wanting it and achieving it, what's your mind going to do? Your mind is going to fight you. Your mind is going to start filling you with ideas as to why it can't happen. You're not smart enough to do that. You don't have the ability to do that. You're not as good as this person or that person. They're just so much better than you. There's no way you could do that. These are all typical thoughts that come into your mind when you set goals like this. That is normal. It is not to be taken lightly. The thing is, you have to expect it and realize that it's the belief system you hold in your head, hold in your mind, that is causing these types of thoughts. Because as you were raised, certain ideas were planted in your mind, not with any ill intent, not because somebody was trying to limit you, but because of the beliefs that your caregivers had, your parents, your older siblings, your teachers, anybody who was around you a great deal of time had beliefs of their own, and they talked about them, not necessarily overtly, and they started telling you that you should be limited, but the way that they lived their lives kept them where they were then, and probably throughout their entire lives, and are now influencing you today, causing you to think certain things that can't be done. You have beliefs about things that are just impossible, or beliefs that are just difficult to do. Beliefs that you certainly cannot do things that other people can do well. This can be changed because the thing is, as long as you believe that something is impossible, as long as you believe that something is difficult, it is impossible, it is difficult, as long as you hold that belief. But you realize, you can change your beliefs just by reevaluating the ideas that you're thinking about. You can change your beliefs as easily as you can change your shirt. Just think differently. Do not accept it, because a belief is nothing more than an idea that you have accepted as truth. It doesn't have to be truth. Everything that's ever been created began as an idea in someone's mind. And you know how many ideas have been rejected by so many people, by millions and millions of people that had big ideas and then thought, I can't do that. But you know what? All the accomplishments happened by people who accepted the idea that they could do it. They didn't give in to the resistance that comes into your mind. So if you want to set a big goal, set a big goal. But expect the resistance that's going to come, but know that that's normal and realize you can change it. You have to start to change your beliefs and start to think differently. If you don't think that can be done, I'd love to help. Thanks for listening and have a great day.